Hi my friend. Oh my gosh, Marcia. I couldn't sleep thinking about this new opportunity you and Estelle have discovered. Will you tell me now about virtual properties?
Sure I will. But Clyde, what do you mean you couldn't sleep? We have been at work all day since I first mentioned this to you.
Oh, right. Well I mean I won't be able to sleep tonight. Yes. That is what I meant. I will be too excited to sleep tonight. Right?
Right. Virtual property is a term that can mean property that you own that is not physical stuff, like a car or a chair, but digital stuff instead, like on your computer or on the internet.
Do you mean like my Facebook page or the website I have with pictures of my favorite bowling alleys?
Yes. Anything on the internet is virtual property. And I especially like that overhead shot of Big Al's Lanes in Buffalo, by the way. A blog site or even a subscription to an online magazine is virtual property too.
Okay. So pretty much everyone already has virtual property then. How does having virtual property provide an income for you? Did Estelle explain that?
There's a company that is actually called Virtual Properties. The company makes it possible for you to own a virtual property which they call a virtual building. A virtual building is not an actual physical building, but a digital construct. But in a sense it certainly is real because it is virtual property and is as real as your website.
The virtual building is just as real as my subscription to Steiker's monthly online magazine. That's what you mean, isn't it?
Exactly right, Clyde. Maybe your bulb is not so dim after all. Because the virtual building is a real virtual property, it can be bought and sold like any other property. It can actually increase in value over time. But that comes later.
Yes. Okay. But you said Estelle is a landlord of her property and that she collects rent from tenants. Would you tell me why people would pay rent for a virtual property?
That's why we are here, Clyde, so I can tell you how we can all make money as landlords of our virtual property. I told you earlier that Estelle has invited me to join the business. That is the only way to be in virtual properties. That is, someone must invite you. In some companies this would be called your sponsor.
Yes. I understand that, of course. The only way to join the Buffalo Bruin Bowlers is to be invited by a sponsor. It's a very exclusive organization, you know, Marcia.
I'm sure it is, Clyde. A very exclusive bowling team. I'm sure. So anyway, once you've been invited you can become a tenant in your landlord's virtual building. You now have full access to lots of very valuable resources, and you receive training in buying, selling, and renting your virtual property. There are many ways you can make money. The best part of being a tenant, the most important thing, is that you must be a tenant of your sponsor's building before you can obtain a property of your own and rent for income. And Clyde, I mean we can earn a lot of income. If we learn to manage our virtual property well, we can earn more than we do now working 8 hours a day.
Right. 8 hours. I would certainly like more time to pursue other interests. You know, culture and the arts. Things like that. Are you certain we can make a lot of money?
You know how it is, Clyde. Results will vary. No one can guarantee income, but I believe there is a very real opportunity in virtual properties. Clyde, if I sponsor you, will you do this with me?
Yes. You know I will, Marcia. I would love for you to be my landlord. Just tell me how we get started.
I can't wait to tell Estelle I have my first tenant.